Maverick and I are out for a 3 a.m. potty break and just checking out the yard because it's, you guys remember this being all snow? And this was that area that David had shoveled. That's the word I'm looking for, shoveled. But everything is starting to melt. It's like a warm 48 degrees here in my corner of Michigan. I don't know if you'll be able to see the stars. Right there, the stars are out. There's several stars out there tonight. So, and yeah, we're getting a warm front blowing in here for it to be almost 50 degrees. That's crazy after what we just got. But anyway, Maverick's about done, I think. And we're going to head back inside. So, I'll catch you guys in a sec here. Hey guys! Welcome to day 8 of Vlogmas. It's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? We're just a little bit sleepy. Just a little bit. It's gonna be an early to bed day, even though I'm really excited and I can't wait to show you guys some stuff. Let me start out by explaining that perhaps I deleted our earlier today's scenario where little Mr. Maverick got his treat from his advent calendar. So, you know what we're gonna do? Mommy fixed that, and you get an extra advent. Is that okay? You okay with that? Mommy fixed that. So we are going to we're gonna reopen day number 8 right here. So day number 8 is up here on top of the little house. Maverick already knows what is in here, or well, no he doesn't. He knew what was in there before. So we're gonna pretend. I'm just gonna that's my okay, being a little silly. Maverick, what did you get? Oh my gosh, what is this doing in your advent calendar? He got a Frankenstein biscuit. Excuse me, you can sit for this. You can sit. I added a Frankenstein biscuit because I'll show you what he actually got. Let me give him his treat because he's probably like, Mom, for real right now. Here you go. Good boy. So what he actually got today that I deleted by a mistake was one little ball. Just one little ball. Even though they show 3 on here, and I think the flavor that he got was either chicken or peanut butter. But these right here, these little balls right here, that's what he got one of. They show 3. Excuse me, he got one. He was pretty happy with one. It was kind of like, excuse me, it was kind of like a jawbreaker for him. So like he had to break it apart and then eat it. Not that you guys care how Maverick's eating his stuff, but in case you did, you know, in case you were wondering how well he ate them, he had to break that one apart, like I said, like a jawbreaker, and get his treat. So, are you happy now that Mommy's opening her stuff that you got to open at night? Are you happy? He said, I wish there was more treats in it, but I guess so. So that is sorry to make up for me deleting some footage from earlier. My fault. I am going to open something first today and then show you stuff and then open some other stuff. So it's not just one giant block. I hope that's okay. If you hate me doing that, if you absolutely hate it, let me know and I won't do it again, but let me know, okay? So I'm going to start just because this is what I have the multiples of. I'm going to start and find day number 8 on here on our countdown. Where do you want to help me? Where's day number 8? Why do you look away as soon as I ask for help? Children. I found day 9. I found a 20 hidden back here in the house. 10, 12. Did I open day 8? Oh, nope, I found it. It's a little tiny door right here. Right by Jonathan and Argyle. So we're going to open that one. And sir, there is not what you're expecting in here. I already did you an extra treat today. He's like, I don't care. I want some of that too. All right. This one is like barely perforated. We're going to get through it. I think I got it. I'm attempting not to like rip open this calendar any further, like heinously, but I mean, I guess it's going to happen. Boy, they made these doors so small that it's hard to get out some of the stuff, because that, I think it's almost every day now I've said that sticky membrane thing that I really liked before is like sticking to it. And I feel like I'm bending whatever this is. Come on. Come on, we're almost there, man. We're almost there. We got it. And I thought for a second, remember yesterday when I did rip the little membrane thing off of day 24, but I didn't rip anything out with it. So that's good. Hey, you are really coming to check this out, aren't you? So I see, are these stickers? I think I got stickers. Let's find out. Maverick, what do you think they are? My sticker bag is stuck together. Oh my goodness. The struggle bus is hitting me hard today. There we go. There we go. I was trying to do that with you guys in mind. Like, I'm going to open it down here so I'm not looking all crazy. Okay, so this is what I saw at the front. It says, it's a picture of Will, and it says cleric underneath it, and Will the Wise with his hat, and it's like just kind of drawn on there. So I didn't know what that was. Actually, maybe I still don't know. They're stickers. And then this was on the back. It says Paladin. You know, these actually look like yearbooks photos because Mike Wheeler is printed underneath. And Mike Wheeler's printed underneath and it's scribbled out like it was here. Let me see if I show you. See that at the bottom? Like it's his yearbook picture. So there's that one. Oh, I guess it had said Will's name too, and that was also scribbled out. And then we got, it says Bard, and this is Dustin. That's so cute. These are actually really cute. I've never seen these before. I'm so happy to see A, that Max is in here, and B, that they got her little title right, but it says Zoomer underneath because she's the Zoomer in the party. And then we got Lucas is the ranger, and it's got his little slingshot drawn in. I love the little doodles. This is so cute. See, that's what I'm talking about. Having just little extras in this. It may seem cheap, like, oh, she got stickers, but like I couldn't find these anywhere else as far as I know. So like I'm pretty excited. You can tell I'm excited. So like I know that's annoying. I'm sorry. And then there's Elle, and it says Mage, and her name was completely erased off, and they just wrote 11. That's cute. I love it. Because she doesn't have an actual, yearbook picture, because it does look like they just took her, like the kids took her glamour shot, taped it into their yearbook, and that's her yearbook picture. That's cute. Like, I don't know the whole, like, story behind these stickers or if there is one, but I think that's what the kids did. That's cute and adorable. I hope they don't, since I separated them and ripped up their little bag, I'm going to try not to make a mess. And I'm putting them in my cauldron, but trying not to make a mess. Okay. Do I open a Funko Pop now? Let's open the Funko Pop now. just because, and then I'll open the other advent and my yarn after I show you my progress on some stuff. So here is the krill house, and we are down here because they are nicely numbered. I think Maverick gave up. He's like, Mom doesn't have anything for me. I'm out of here, you guys. I think he gave up a second ago when I wouldn't let him have the stickers. He's over it. He's such a little princess sometimes. Oh my gosh, this chair is driving me crazy. And there's nothing I can do about it because there's this, it's not like an oil problem or anything. There was part of this chair that, it's a very old chair. You know, I like very old stuff. And we got it thrifting and it was great. But there is a part of it that I didn't realize was a part of the chair. When I was cleaning it and everything up, there was like a disc in underneath, kind of under the chair, like where the two parts fit together. But it was really old, really disintegrated. And I honestly thought that it was just like dirt. It was so disintegrated and rough looking. So I tossed it. Well, it turns out that that is the little cushiony thing that stops that noise that you hear. So there's some spots, if I get the chair to turn just right, it doesn't do that. Some spots, if I'm sitting, like if I'm apparently in a creaky spot and looking at you guys, it's going to just creak every move I make. And I don't know, but I don't think you can get replacement type things for that. If you can, I'd love to get it, but I'm kicking myself for, I mean, who knows how well it would have worked out anyway. Maybe that's why it was in the thrift store to begin with. I don't know, you know. But anyway, that's why it's creaking like this. It's very annoying to me. But I do really love the chair. I just wish I could fix it. So here's day 8's Funko Pop, since I was talking so much. Do you know, I really thought we would have gotten a Dustin by now. But now they've moved on to here's Nancy in her battle outfit. So we have little Nancy. That's so cute. Like, it's no secret that Nancy is one of my least favorite characters in the show. And I'm not trying to debate or anything. If you guys love her, that's great. I don't hate her like into the next dimension or anything, but she's my least favorite, one of my least favorite characters. But like, these are just so stinking cute. I super, super love, and I even love the bad guys in the show. So it isn't like I hate Nancy, you know, she's just not one of my favorites. I don't like open Nancy and go, oh, Nancy, you know, but, I do really like, and I really liked her in season 4 a lot better, I will say, when she was all like gearing up and, you know, like I just recently started rewatching season 4 from where I'd left off randomly before, and it happened to be the show where they were in the militia shop, and so she had this kind of like face off with Jason, you know, the high school baddie guy that was after like making the witch hunt for Eddie and everything. And I don't know, I loved how she was just like tough, not scared of him. I don't know, I like Nancy a lot better in season 4. Anyway, now we've opened 2 things. Before I open the other 2, let me just show you. First of all, the balls of yarn are smaller. I'm actually starting to hope that I didn't make a mistake, because these were just scrap balls that were pretty big and, you know, matched up to me. So I'm really hoping that I have enough. I think I will, because, you know, knitting uses less yarn, and, you know, I'm mostly done with the let me not give away what I'm mostly done with, or how far I am, you know. Can you tell I'm tired? To remind you, yesterday, and I just wanted to talk about too how I made some terrible mistakes both in my speaking about this pattern and in reading the pattern. To remind you, after I get this light on, there we go. Here is the booty, and several of you guys either have this pattern already or maybe bought the pattern today, you know, like when I linked it, because I did link it yesterday. I found it again and I linked it. I didn't think I would, but I found it again. And I'll link it again today. Like, I probably will just link the vintage booties now, vintage slippers, and then the vintage mittens that I am talking about off and on. I'll probably just keep them also linked down here for all of Vlogmas, just so that you guys see the patterns, you know, you can see what I'm talking about. And like, this is like a cozy vintage thing to me, like for Christmas, right? So like, I know at least one or two of you has been making this also. Probably will be done before me, just because I'm a very slow knitter. It's like I don't even have enough time to crochet. I don't know why I thought knitting would be a really smart, great idea, but I did. I guess just because I've wanted to make these for so long, like for so long. And after I get this pair done, I am definitely going to, as long as I know I've done it right, I'm definitely going to move into the yarn that I have this like this. But enough of the explaining. When I said that I read the pattern and that it appears that my pattern has different instructions for like a separate sole, that I was afraid wasn't going to be like this pattern and that I would have to do separately and sew. Absolutely not. I'm not going to give away the details of the pattern, but I will just say, getting ready for bed, Heather, at like, 5, 6 in the morning, absolutely should not be reading patterns and then telling you like how sure she is that this is how this is, because that's not it at all. The part I was reading where it said like measure your foot on a piece of paper and that kind of thing, what they want you to do, and maybe what the original person who made this, my great aunt, maybe what she wanted you to do, who knows, or maybe she didn't care. I don't remember this ever being a part of these slippers. They wanted you to trace your foot like that on like a piece of like thick felt, or I'm sure not cardboard, but something thicker, so that could be inserted in here, so it was more like of a walkable slipper. But it was just basically you're making an insert for your foot. It had nothing to do with this slipper being sewn together or anything. As one or two of you also mentioned, where you sew it up is right here. And like, I did figure that out for myself, but slight pat on the back there. Right there, you sew it up, and right here, you sew it up. And I believe that is, I haven't read ahead to this part of my pattern, but I do believe that is what you do in the pattern also. Which means there must be a part. I'm just looking. I bet after, okay, this is a garter stitch. This is a garter stitch right here on the heel or on the sole. I bet after you get to here, it separates, however it separates. And then you sew that up so that it, comes up and makes the booty shape. So all of that to being said, this is the original. And yeah, this is very Heather. Like, apparently even little kid Heather loved this enough to have stolen this one for myself, instead of, because my grandma always had like a drawer or two in a dresser that was like, if you were cold, go get slippers. If you were going outside, go grab mittens, of just the handmade stuff that like my great aunt or whomever else had made for her, for us, as a family, because they were just the family, but those were the drawer or two that things like this went into. And I definitely remember at some point just taking this pair. I have the other one right here. I know I've only been holding one up, but just taking this pair. And it was in my own dresser, like the pair was. So I took this for myself because I loved them, and I still love them, obviously. But yeah, this yarn really couldn't be more Heather, right? It's very Heather. So even at a young age, I knew. So let me show you finally, after all that talking. Oh my gosh, I almost lost one of the balls of yarn. After all that talking and losing yarn balls here, this is what I have now. Now it's a little scrunched up. I'm gonna bring it to the end, but man, I am scared of losing stitches off of here. It's a little scrunched up, but last night I think I had just started this when I showed it to you. I'll put it up closer in a second. I just want to talk about spaces and stuff. Or lengths and stuff, I mean. But I had finished all of this, which is definitely, no doubt about it, the toe part now. So it is the garter. No, it's not. It's not the garter stitch. The garter stitch is this. It's ribbing, anyway. It's the knit and purl ribbing. Now, one other thing while I have this close up here to show you. See this row of bumps right here that I was oh so sure. And again, this is why I shouldn't read patterns and be that sure of myself at, you know, that time of morning when I'm that tired. But I was really excited about that. I stayed up until like 8 in the morning for sure I was so excited. I was very sure when talking to you guys that this was on purpose because I increased every stitch. No, I did. Well, I did increase every stitch, but that isn't why it's like that. Why it's like that is because I believe I increased the row before and then I missed the, like when you start on a purl or when you don't start on a purl, you know, I missed that in the pattern is what I did. As was pointed out. In the comments from yesterday's video, but you are correct, I'm sure. But this is a mistake that is just going to stay there. I don't think I can purposely replicate it. I mean, if I watch what I'm doing, I'm sure I could purposely replicate it, but I don't think I could accidentally read it wrong and make the same mistake again. Like maybe I will. I guess time will tell on that. But so I doubt they'll be perfectly matching because I won't have this bumpy row. But you know what? We're just going to ignore that and be happy for Heather that she was able to replicate her grandma's / great aunt's slippers. So we're just going to go with that, okay? And learn from the mistake. But it is definitely taking shape because this is undoubtedly now I'll push it back down so we can roll it up easier. But this is undoubtedly now. I haven't read ahead. I'm just looking at my slippers. But I'm going to take a wild stab that I sew them up like this. And that I sew the foot closed, like scrunched up closed. It'll look a little bit better than the way I'm scrunching it with my fingers, but like that. And this is the front part. Okay, that's the front part. So, and this, I'm very excited that I thought this was just purl stitches, like a rib stitch on the outside of the garter stitch. I was wrong. Those of you who knit already know that, I'm sure. But it is not exactly what this is. What these are is on one side of your fabric at a certain spot, like you knit so many of the rows so you have all the garter stitch. I know it's hard to see with the yarn I chose. If I make another pair, I will show you better. But you knit this, just all the knits. And this right here is a combination of a purl on one side and slipping it. And if you're not familiar with knitting, it's, you know, you're going along and instead of knitting or purling like this stitch, you just take this stitch and transfer it onto your needle. So it's like from the row before it, it's also the same stitch above it. And then when you purl it, it makes the little twisting effect, apparently. And I did not know that. But what I do know now is that I have bumps, and I was afraid, like, I've been afraid that, oh, this just isn't going to be somehow the exact same pattern. Something's going to be different. I thought for sure that I wouldn't have enough, like, my aunt, my great aunt, obviously made, I called her my aunt, so I'll probably start calling her that, and you'll be like, what? She's my great aunt. I called her Annie Gert, so she's my aunt. As far as I'm concerned, was my aunt. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 lines, right? 5 of the rows that are like the slipped stitch rows. I had it in my head, like, even if I make the biggest size, I'm not going to have that many, you know, like rows or whatever. It's not going to look right. It's got to be a different pattern. No. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have the 5. This is the heel part that I just showed you. So this will be the bottom of your foot. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have successfully started making the slip stitchy row things here that I said looked a lot like a Jacob's ladder type of deal for crochet. I did it. And I've never, I'm so excited. Like, I know, considering I knitted first, but when I say I knitted first, I mean, I did basic stitches. I did nothing like, I know those of you who make sweaters and toys and everything else are going to be like, that's not shaping. Like that's not. But to me, this is the fact that this is not a square. The fact that this is, you know, it's tapered out. Like, it's tapered out. It's got the T going here where it's going to get, you know, where it's bigger to go up on your foot like this. I am so proud of myself. This is definitely a first for me. Definitely. I've never made anything like this before. So I obviously didn't even know that the stitches did that. So like, I'm very proud of myself. And yeah, it's going to work out. I am very convinced that it's going to work out. It's so squishy because you're holding a 4-weight doubled like this. I'm just imagining actually like stepping down on it because I've been kind of afraid to wear these too much. I don't want to ruin them. I don't want to ruin them. I don't want to get them dirtier. I don't want to have a lot of wash and wear going on them right now. Just because I don't, you know, like I would still slip these on like at my desk or something like that, but I wouldn't, like they're dirty now because, you know, we used to wear them through the house and, you know, if there was somebody tracked in snow and, you know, snow's not going to be perfectly clean, I'm sure, unless it was like freshly fallen. So like anything through that, I mean, I was a kid, my grandparents didn't care either. So we just right through it, you know? So, I mean, this has gotten a little bit of stained up. It's cleaned. It's been laundered, but, it's just going to be stained up. That's just the way it is because they were well used. They had quite a few pairs of these, and I'm sure they, like, at some point, you know, put holes in them, and my great aunt would have to make more. My great aunt, I remember her making these and towels, like, because she was the first person I ever saw make a towel topper. So, yeah, I remember that from her. And then she crocheted, I told you before that my grandma embroidered things. She would embroider them and then send them to because my great aunt lived in, her and my uncle, my great uncle, ended up moving to Chicago. And, so they were, you know, I'm in Michigan, they're in Chicago. My grandma would send them and then my aunt would crochet around all of them, like to make the lacy pretty part of the scarf on the outside. That was my aunt. So I had my grandma and my aunt in the same scarf that I have from her. So I love that. Anyway, that was a long off tangent. I haven't wanted to wear it is the point, and I'm excited to wear these because, like, even if I do destroy it, I made it. It's fine. I can make another one. You know, like after I know that I can make them, I'm pretty darn excited about it. So I'm going to show you one more time, but I think it's working out quite well. We'll see if I'm still patting myself on the back in a couple of days because it'll probably take me a couple of days to get this finished. We'll see. I don't know. I'm on the part now where this is a 4-row repeat and they want you to repeat it 9 times. So this is the original set and then 2 repeats of it. So I have 7 more repeats to go. And then I haven't further read ahead, but I'm under the assumption you make the split part and then that's it. Well, you sew it up, but I guess we'll see. I really hope I have enough yarn. I really do. Like I said, this is what's left. I remember when this was a giant ball and I used it for like everything. So this is what I made my my blanket for the stand for my movie marquee. It was made out of this, and it was floppy then. And then after that is when I rolled it into this ball, and now it's in slippers. So all the things you can get out of a Caron 1-pounder, right? So anyway, but yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I'm sure a lot of you guys who have been knitting are like, oh my gosh, it's a slipper, Heather, but that's like one step away from socks to me. And socks is like an ongoing goal of mine. So, you know, slowly working our way there, but I'm just happy because vintage. And any of you guys that did get the pattern or that already have the pattern, if you have made these, or if you are making these now, or if you plan to make them, I just wanted to put it out there that I would love to see what you guys make. I would love to see your slippers. I would love to see your mittens in the, just, you know what? A vintage Christmas. I really want to see anything. I want to see anything that you make anyway. You can always post it on the Facebook or email it to me. If you email it to me, just drop me a comment here if I haven't answered or something. Be like, hey, hello, check your email. Because my phone still doesn't like to tell me when I get emails from my email account for some reason. But I have been checking it more regularly. But yeah, like if you don't have Facebook, so you're not in the Facebook group, I would love for you to email it to me if you feel like sending me a picture. If you're in the Facebook group, please post anything like that. Any makes. I love seeing them. So, but yeah, and it's like it would be a very impromptu, not really make along, but it's like I feel like it would be like us making these together for Christmas or something for, the winter months anyway. If you wanted to also make them and show me. So feel free to. All right. I'm going to shut up about it, but I am very excited. So I'm actually going to open up my last couple Advent things, and then I am going to go work on that some more because my goal is to be done with the other 7 repeats between tonight and tomorrow. I do knit really slowly, and I'm going to end up crocheting and doing other things and sleeping and all, so it's going to go slow, but it's going faster than it normally would because I'm pretty excited about it. So with that, let's get to the other Advent calendar for Stranger Things. See if, day 8 was much easier to find. I got day 8 right here on Mike's shirt. Let's see if I can not destroy the box this time. I have destroyed a fairly good amount of this box, and I'm about to do it again. It's like the perforations just don't like to be perforated. I don't know how else to put that, but all right. Trying to make it a goal not to push the sticky stuff in too hard either, and maybe it won't stick to the entire bag. All right. Oh, guys, you know what I have? Oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing ever. Okay, I'm gonna open the bag and then I'm gonna show you. Obviously, I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to show you the replica that this is, like, modeled from, I guess. It's a necklace. And it's an adorable, adorable necklace. Oh my gosh. Oh, it feels nice. Like the actual necklace piece. The cord is it's just a cord. But this feels nice. It's like, it's plastic, so whatever. But see that? It says Stranger Things on it. And it's obviously a really cute little tiny guitar pick, right? Guys, let me just show you. Often hidden, but I always still wear it, always. This is a gift from Erin at the Crafting Kitty. At Crafting Kitty, not the Crafting Kitty. I can't really. But that says Eddie on it. And that's my Eddie pick necklace that she got me. I don't know, man. I think it's been over a year now that she got me this. And it's been on, I've never taken it off. I love it. Now I have a little mini version. It's the Eddie guitar picks. They're twinsies. Isn't that cute? I'm super excited about it. Like, I know it's probably meant for a child, and I don't care because I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I'm really excited about it. Probably more than I should be. Okay. Eddie necklace going in the calendar, or the cauldron for right now, the calendar. The last thing I have is the yarn advent today, and we have another Reese pumpkin. I will never get tired of opening things with Reese pumpkins involved. This is from Bella. I'm just talking while I have this, or while I'm getting this off, I guess, but I did a gift exchange with Bella, so she's also always going to be linked down below. So if you want to check out the things that I got for her, because I did not dye yarn, obviously. When I say obviously, I've done it before, but not on the level of making an advent calendar for sure. But she dyed me some like vintage colorways, and then here is day 8. And here is, she put some Stranger Things stickers on them too. So here is a Vecna. He's looking quite smug, isn't he? Like Vecna's like, he knows something that you don't know. Look at him. Like, what do you know? What do you know, Vecna? All right. So day 8. Let's open her up here. Maybe. There we go. Did we get a blue? Yes. And this is another, like yesterday's orange was kind of tonal, where I said it was like a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, you know, tonal. We have a tonal. This one also reminds me, I'm not going to lie, this one also reminds me of blue jeans. And you know, I've already said any blue jean looking yarn. Now, black denim would be Eddie all the way, right? But anything that's like blue jeans, and it just says Billy to me. It just says Billy. Like I said, I think I called him the king of denim before, like 80s denim. And I still maintain it. Plus, he obviously liked blue. His Camaro was blue. He wore blue jeans all the time. His eyes were blue. That doesn't have anything to do with his color, I guess. But yeah, that is beautiful. So thank you, Bella. I have to figure out what it is I want to do with these, because I want to use them. So that is my yarn for the day. And since I keep wanting to choke anyway, because I need to get a drink of something, I'm going to let you guys go. But thank you for joining me. Oh my gosh, I'm thrilled about these slippers. So I hope I have a finished one to show you tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see. But the knitting continues for right now. I do have to slip in my crochet because I have stuff I have to get done. So who'd have thought I'd be so, like, I don't want to do the crochet right now. I just want to knit. But it isn't for the knitting itself. Let me say it. It's because I'm excited about the slippers. But anyway, all right, I'm going to shut up, and I am going to talk to you guys tomorrow. So I love you so much, and bye, guys.